My item I chose to talk about today is my Bible. God is the most important thing in my life, and my Bible is His instructions to me on how to live my life. Whenever I am troubled or have a problem, I turn to my Bible for answers. One of my favorite stories is of David after he had defeated Goliath. He was living in the small town called Ziklag. While David and other warriors of Ziklag were away, the Amalekites attacked Ziklag and stole all their possessions, burned the town, and kidnapped their women and children. When David came home and discovered this, it had to have been the worst day of his life. What happens next is our instructions on how to handle our worst days. First, David and his men wept until they had zero strength left. Then the men started to blame David and talk of stoning him. David turned to the Lord in prayer and asked if he should pursue the Amalekites. The Lord answered him, "Pursue them, you will overtake them and succeed." So David and the men set out and pursued the Amalekites. They found one of the Amalekite slaves, and the slave led them to the Amalekites. So David and the warriors waited until dark and attacked. Even though they were outnumbered, they succeeded. Not only did they recover their women, children, and possessions, but they also gained the bounty of the Amalekites, which David claimed. They returned home and celebrated. David then shared his bounty with many people. Not long after this, he became king. What we learn from this is, when we encounter the worst day of our life, first we need to let it all out and weep. Don't become bitter, but encourage yourself in God by praying and gaining insight on what to do. Regain your passion and fight back. Fight the devil, as he is responsible for the bad things that happen. Recover your life by regaining control from the devil. Rejoice in the Lord and give to others. Pastor Brian Zahnd elaborates on this whole concept in his book, What to Do on the Worst Day of Your Life. Without the comfort and instruction that God gives to me through the words of my Bible, my life would be a literal mess.